Ryan Garcia has this nasty left hook. Everybody who fights him doesn't understand what he can do until he does. He gets whips. He fought Devin Haney, who is one of the best pure boxers in the sport. He's so good. But he just didn't have the understanding yet that a guy can whip that left hook so fast. And came up in these...
Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier believe Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria is one of the most dangerous matchups the UFC can make right now. A fight that could instantly shake the lightweight division. With Topuria stepping away briefly for personal reasons and Gaethje surging after dismantling Paddy Pimblett, the timing suddenly feels real. Gaethje brings non-stop pressure, violence, and elite experience, while Topuria offers calm, surgical striking, knockout power, and control under fire. If Topuria returns to reclaim his belt, this wouldn't just be a title fight. It would be a collision of styles where one mistake could end everything, and the division may never look the same again.
Adjusted, locked in to fighting Ryan Garcia, and he looks to be that way ahead of this WBC title fight versus Mario Barrios. I'm not trying to count out Barrios at all. It's just Ryan is the A side here, even though Barrios is the champion. And I think that's because Barrios is probably the most available champion in the world in the sport of boxing right now. I'll just say it. So I'm excited for this fight. It goes down February 21st. They're calling it the Ring High Stakes, and the press conference once again showed me the old Ryan is back. The mind games are here, but I do have one question. Just like I had the question for the Devin Haney fight, I was proven wrong, but this time maybe I'm proven right. Is Ryan taking Barrios as serious as he needs to, and this title opportunity as serious as it needs to be? Because he really shouldn't be fighting for a world championship, yet here it is on his doorstep.
I think that it should be an entertaining fight, depending on which Ryan Garcia shows up, because you never know which one's going to be in the ring on that night. And Barrios is a very, very good fighter as well. So I think that it has potential to be a great fight, but you never know.
What do you think that Barrios does well that people underestimate?
Well, Barrios is a very good fighter, smart, good boxer, and he got decent punching power too. So I mean, he has a great chance of winning.
So if Barrios does win, what's the path to victory?
Well, if Barrios wins, I mean, there's other big names. I mean, there's a lot of big names out there right now with a lot of these young fighters, and so, I mean, to continue on this path by continuing to fight bigger names.
If Ryan wins, though, what will be the reason? Would you say speed, power, timing, or IQ?
I think speed, power. Ryan's a great fighter when seems to be on.
Rogan and DC agree that Gaethje versus Topuria would be pure violence because their styles are built to collide, not cancel out. Gaethje is chaos by design, a pressure monster who thrives in ugly exchanges, willingly eating shots to land harder leg kicks, hooks, and attritional damage that breaks opponents over time. Topuria is the opposite on the surface, calm, surgical, and precise, but just as dangerous, relying on timing, positioning, and brutal accuracy rather than volume. Where it gets scary is that Gaethje's willingness to brawl creates openings, and Topuria only needs one clean moment to end a fight. One thrives in madness, the other punishes it, and that's why Rogan and DC see this matchup as explosive from the first exchange to the last.
I think Ryan Garcia, bro. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
And I think this is his chance, I hope he's working hard because
he is, bro.
Yeah,
he is.
okay. Because this is his chance to be a world champion.
You even heard Joe say, yeah, we're at 147. That's 8 ounces. So I don't know if Ryan thought they were doing 10s or whatever, but 147 pounds, 8-ounce gloves, dude. Those things got damn near nothing in them. And the way Ryan punches, and by the way, the way Barrios punches, Barrios got some power on him too. Don't get him mistaken. And we know Ryan, that left hook has been his kryptonite. He can get clipped, he can get dropped. Part of the reason we like the way he fights because he's in there to gunsling a little bit, but he can't come out hesitant like he did versus Rolly and just get steamrolled because Barrios is looking to prove a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Barrios is coming off 2 split draws, or 1 majority draw and a split draw, to somehow keep his belt. And now he's with Goossen. you got to think he's going to come out with a fire in his belly too, right? So again, Ryan better realize that this is his, I would say, if he don't win the world title here, this might be his last shot. I'm talking for world titles. I'm talking for big fights. Ryan desperately needs to have a big performance. You get walked into another kind of like meh fight with Mario Barrios, man, especially after what Tank did to him, especially after Manny Pacquiao goes to a draw with him at 40-something years old. Not it, bro. You better go out and make a statement. And if you're Barrios and you get a win over Ryan Garcia, keep that belt. Now you have an opportunity to fight Devin Haney, to fight Rolly Romero, to fight Conor Benn. There's all big fights still waiting on you. So, and again, Ryan making his way up to 147 pounds, making his way up to this weight, second time now. It's a bit of an interesting adjustment, whereas Barrios, he's a big dude. Compare
Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. Who you got in that fight?
Oh man. God. You know what? Kind of. It's a difficult decision because it depends on what Ryan shows up. If the explosive, fast, and strong Ryan shows up, he's got a really good chance.
He's got it. He's a champion.
However, if
Barrios got the belt,
Mario Barrios uses his experience, which he has, and we see the Ryan that fought Rollies, for example,
right,
then Barrios would win.
Okay, so
it kind of falls on Ryan, which Ryan shows up to fight.
If Ryan's on his game, you got Ryan?
I got Ryan.
Hey, you're a class act. Good luck on that. Hopefully, I think you're going to get into the International Hall of Fame.
Oh, appreciate it.
DC and Rogan broke it down as a true collision of mindsets. Gaeta's controlled recklessness versus Topuria's cold composure. Against most fighters, Gaeta's pressure is overwhelming. But against Ilya, that chaos could be exactly what gets punished. Because Topuria doesn't chase exchanges. He waits for mistakes, stays calm under fire, and counters with fight-ending precision. DC stressed that when opponents rush Ilya, they don't get second chances. Rogan countered by pointing to Gaeta's durability, experience in brutal 5-round wars, and his ability to keep coming even after absorbing damage, something Ilya hasn't faced yet. Gaeta doesn't need a perfect fight, just one moment where things turn ugly. And that's why this matchup is terrifying for both men. One thrives in chaos, the other ends chaos instantly.
I think Ryan's a little faster and might punch a little harder. I'm not sure, but so that makes it a pretty much an even fight. But like I said, Ryan Garcia, which Ryan is going to show up on fight night?
If Ryan wins, what's the biggest fight you would want? I know you said he doesn't deserve a title fight, but what's the biggest fight that you would want to see him in next?
Maybe the winner of probably Shakur and Teofimo. I don't know if they're all in the same weight, but I know they're close. They're close in the same weight, so I don't know if they're in the same weight though.
You don't think fans want to see a rematch between Ryan and Haney?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll love to see that.
Off the peds?
Yeah, I mean, I see that.
Ryan said, Joe's not going to stop this fight. It's going to be a physical fight, a bloody fight. You're smiling when you're hearing that. Is that the kind of fight you want?
Not necessarily not necessarily the fight I want, but it's never a fight that I shy away from. Gone out of my shield before, like I said, every time I step in there, I give it, whatever I have that day, and that's the way like this fight goes. If it ends in bloody battle, then it does, and I'm never shied away from that.
Respect that. If Topuria controls range, lands clean counters, and mixes in grappling, he can finish Gaeta early. But if Gaeta drags him into deep waters, chops the legs, and forces a pace Ilya's never felt, the fight completely flips. With Topuria returning to reclaim a belt he feels was never truly lost, the emotion and pressure only make Gaeta more dangerous, because he thrives when fights turn ugly. DC and Rogan both agree this is a no-margin matchup, no safe rounds, no judges, no slow burn. Just two elite killers where a mistake gets punished immediately. And if it happens, it won't be remembered for technique, only violence.